So to go on to my story, so I put my alarm on for 7:15. Thank you. So I put my alarm on for 7:15. So, but all month, literally, I've been sleeping completely in, and sleeping in is like 11 for me, and I'll wake up at 11 and then like do stuff or whatever. But literally, I've probably watched like 7 seasons of whatever Netflix. I've probably watched like 10 movies. It's been the most amazing 3 weeks of my life. I felt so good about it all. It was just so amazing. And then all of a sudden, slowly but surely, I felt my energy creep back up. And like, I'm in a relationship with a man, which doesn't matter. It could be a man or a woman, to each own. So this dude called Chris Peretta is my boyfriend. He's also self-employed. So we're both self-employed people. So we don't stop. We're go. And then, a few months ago, I was like, hey, you want a hanky-panky? And he's like, no. And I'm like, what? Did you just say no to me? Oh my gosh. I'm really tired, Anick. I'm like, boom. That's how I feel all the time, okay? I'm the one cleaning the house, doing the laundry. Yeah, you cook and do the dishes, but when you're managing so many people and giving out so much of your energy, at night you're just like, you just want to go to bed. Well, we both took this 3 weeks off, and it's been like the best time for our relationship, if you know what I mean. Okay? So, seriously, if you guys haven't done that, you got to do it. You just got to do it. So I still don't have a ring on my hands, okay? So because a few months ago, we were like, man, like, where's the passion in our relationship? And I'm like, what? I just like, I'm on fire. I got like lots of goals, and I need to conquer the world, man. Like, I'll get to that later, but like right now I got lots of things to do. And I didn't know it was like an issue, and then it became an issue, and I was like, oh my God, it's an issue. And then he's like, you know what, Anick, it's not that much of an issue. I'm actually realizing that I'm just as tired. I'm like, okay, cool. So then this 3 weeks off in December, I'm like, hey, you wanna, and then like, an hour later, I'm like, hey, you wanna, and then like the next day, hey, and he's like, holy macro, what's going on? I'm like, I'm bored. I got nothing to do. It's just so much Netflix I can watch, man. And I got nothing to think about. Like I'm not on my phone. I'm not like stressed out about like doing meetings and training and blah, blah, and mail outs and blue. I'm letting it all go to January. And he's like, wow. And then on New Year's Eve, we were pretty intoxicated. And he's like, every single doubt I had about our relationship totally went out the window. Like, we have so much passion, but we're just both really ambitious people. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I told you that. But men don't really understand sometimes. I knew it because I've been an entrepreneur most of my life. And him, it's a 2-year new entrepreneur. So he didn't really realize what kind of mind. Guys, our brain does not stop. It keeps going and going and going. It does not stop. You need to take the time to stop. You need to allow yourself to take a whole week off and not feel guilty about it. Your team will take care of themselves. They are humans. They will take care of themselves. They are adults. And you say, hey, bitches, I'm MIA. I'm out. Figure your shit out. FSO, I'm done. I'm done with you guys for a week. Okay? And if you have a team like me, when I went on and I said, I'm so sorry, I've been MIA, and I like didn't tell them I was going MIA, so like, what a horrible person. They're like, it's okay, Anick. You don't need to apologize. Like, I seriously have the best team ever. But we as women always feel guilty when we take time for ourselves. And I don't know if you ever noticed, but when you're having fun, that's when really awesome things come your way. That's when recruits out of nowhere come. That's when a PWS comes out of nowhere. Because, guys, it's energy. When you're having fun and you're dancing with your girls and you're on top of the bar and you're intoxicated, like, woo! And then all of a sudden you get a PWS order. Not really, but like the next day or the following day. And I don't dance on bars anymore. That's the old Anick. That's the daddy issues Anick back in college. But we're not going to go there. So I'm just saying, it's time for you, at least once a month, like you should have, like, I try Wednesday nights. Well, not anymore, but Thursday nights, I try to do like Thursday nights, it's wellness night. I don't do anything on Thursday night. No social media, no nothing. And Monday nights, me and Chris like have dinner together and we watch a movie or something. So you need to schedule time for your family. You have to, because they're getting pissed off at you and they're making you feel guilty about you running your business. And you're like, I gotta do all this stuff. Look at this to-do list. I gotta do all this stuff. You know what? No, you don't. This is the thing. You don't need to do that stuff, guys. You need to have fun. You need to find your passion again. You need to stop taking this business so seriously. You gotta have fun. And that's why you've succeeded and where you are where you are, because you had fun. And then all of a sudden, you took it seriously. All of a sudden, you start comparing yourself to the top people. Oh my God, they're doing this. Oh my God, they're all posting this on Facebook. Should I be posting this on Facebook? And then you're like me, and I copy and paste and post it on social media, and I'm like, oh my God, okay, I did it. So we need to follow up. We need to take time for ourselves. 2017 is all about having fun, okay? So I asked Kim Millet earlier to tell me 2 things. So she joined a year ago, and she's not a salesperson. She's never had a salesperson position in her whole entire job. She's trilingual. She speaks French, English, and Spanish. She's one of my best friend's girlfriend, but she's probably more my best friend now than. And so she came over to my house and I'm like, yo, let's go to Mexico and you can be my translator. And she's like, yeah, totally. And then all of a sudden, like, I guess her wheels started spinning. She's like, why don't I just join? I'm like, yeah, why don't you? And she did. And like a year later became a director. So she's done so good. So whoop, 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 whoop. Kim. So I just asked her if she can take 2 minutes and let us know what are key things that brought her business to the level that it did within such a short period of time. It's yours, Kim.
Thank you, Anick. So yeah, the 2 things, well, I've thought about it after you asked me. I was like, oh my God, what were they? Goals, obviously, monthly goals and yearly goals and long-term goals, but consistency. I have followed up, well, not lately, but I have to get back on it. But since the start, yeah, I was calling my customers and asking them if everything was okay, and nobody in my area knows what Sensi is. So the first 3-4 months were really hard, but I kept calling them, and same thing with potential hosts and recruits. Yeah, and eventually they did actually join, some after a year, but I didn't give up. I kept calling them and bugging them, but not bugging them, but whatever.
And did anyone ever say, Kim, never call me again?
No, never.
Never.
But I hate the phone. Like, I don't like talking on the phone. I really hate it. But calling your customers is, you actually might get a reply instead of an email.
Yeah.
Because then you don't know if they read it, but at least you know if you leave a
voicemail.
A voicemail. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you leave a voicemail, for sure they're gonna listen to it eventually. So even if they don't call back, at least they know like you're thinking about them and you're following up. Yeah. And same thing if like one of their favorite bar is going discontinued, then even if they don't buy it, they're like, oh, thank you. At least like I know. So yeah, I'd say that's the 2 things. And yeah.
Thank you. It's true. Following up. And Kim, like, legit would have a stack of these and she would actually call all of them. And her business completely skyrocketed. And consistency. She never took like a whole month off and you never didn't see Sensi on her Facebook. There was always Sensi. But then she shared her personal life too. It wasn't just Sensi. But Kim also started going live on Facebook and showing, like, just making people laugh and just dancing in her car. And people really started responding to that and really enjoying that. And then when Kim, was like exhausted because all we're doing is working, they'd be like, yo, where's like a happy video? I need to see my happy video. And then it would make her happy because she's like, wow, I'm making a difference in people's lives. And people are seeing these things. people are seeing your posts. People are seeing your Facebook. They don't always click like. They don't always message you, but they're seeing what you're doing. And they're interested. And I've had a lot of people message me out of nowhere, like, oh my God, you've inspired me so much. And it's like, whoa, I didn't even know you're on my Facebook. Like, that is so cool. You just never know. So always pretend every time you're about to post on Facebook or do something, imagine like the biggest rock stars right in front of you. Would you do that again? Would you post what you're about to post? Would you do that action? You know, we have to lead by example. And then we all just need a venting partner. We always need a venting partner because sometimes, you know, I get grouchy and I don't feel like doing something and I'll just be like, I don't feel like doing this. And I'll just be completely honest. And people appreciate my honesty. And I think when you're real, people appreciate realness. So another thing that I think we need to push more is Ascent Academy. Ascent Academy is a huge tool. And that's something that we are not taking advantage of. And these are things that you can literally go onto your Ascent Academy, click what your Ascent Academy asks you to do, and share it onto your group on Facebook. And every day you just have a new tip. And the more ideas you give out, then the more people are going to get it. So I asked Laurel to just take a couple of minutes to talk about Ascent Academy.
Hey guys, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I didn't realize the value of Ascent Academy until I really started looking, but it's more than just a challenge tab. There's actual true business value in the Ascent Academy for you guys. You can earn bonus points for incentives. You can earn free registration to reunion. You can earn free registration to boot camp. There's so many different ways, but you have to remember to opt into the program and never opt out, because once you opt out, you can't get back in. There are timelines, time frames around the challenges and the levels, but if you don't achieve the timelines, you still earn rewards, just different rewards. There used to be something called the Ascent Academy table. They don't have that anymore, but somewhere on your page, and I do believe it is in the team section on our workstation, you should see Ascent Academy. And if you tap on it, you should see all the different levels within and what you need to do to progress to the next level. Okay, all of them is about being consistent in your PRV. All of it is about recruiting. All of it requires you to get these new recruits to sensational start level 2 or 3. And some of them require you promoting to that next level. So every bit of it is designed for you guys to improve your business. It's simple tasks. Once you become a leader and you have a team, you don't just have daily tasks anymore. You get tasks to help your team as well. So I recommend everybody should go in there, if not daily, at least weekly. Look at the challenges that you have that week and see which ones you can do and jot them out. Make time to do them because they're worth it at the end of the day.
Thank you, Laurel. Thank you. I thank you very much, Kim and Laurel. I don't know if Julie Omnet replied to my asking her what I wanted her. Is she still on here? Julie. No. Okay, that's okay. So in my training, I'm trying to incorporate different people now because, like I said, we all learn differently. Some of you guys don't just need like a talk about thoughts or energy. You guys actually want to know some actual information. And I think also, guys, what me and Laurel have done, we've just partnered up. She's like literally on the 1st of the month, hey, you didn't post the top 20 of the month. Like, it's like I didn't even wake up yet and she asked me the question, okay? I'm like, oh my God, I gotta do that. But then like I gotta do a bunch of stuff, okay? So then it's like halfway through the month, hey, Anick, what's going on? I'd like to know. And I'm like, Laurel, you like numbers, right? I don't really care for numbers, but I like to post the top 20 because people get motivated. Why don't we link up? I'll give you my password to my workstation. There's going to be, we're building trust here. And you can then go into my workstation on the first of the month, post it in our group. This is, I think, something that us leaders think that we need to do everything ourselves. There are people, I'm sure, in your groups that would love to help you. And Laurel would love to help me. She's always willing to help, always willing to love to help me all the time. And she's always pumping my tires and always sending me love. And so I said, why don't we connect? And then she agreed to analyze my numbers and look like, so-and-so is 20 PRV away from getting this promotion. I'm like, hey, and then now she's going to help me message these people because we're a team, we're a family. So why are we just doing it all on our own when, you may have people who would like to help you. So be open to that. And I'm open to that. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work well, I'll let you know, but I'm sure it's going to be totally fine. Because I'm all about the more...
Anick, I have a question.
Yeah?
Sorry. I was talking with Carrie about the VIP program. Does anybody happen to know what kind of points we get from that? If the laundry and the essential oil point numbers differ?
There is a really good training video of that in our workstation in the training center.
Awesome.
Definitely check that out. You do get PRV for it, but I'm not too aware of that, and we can do a training on that in the future for sure.
Okay, because I'm personally thinking about doing it, and I mean samples. I live off Scentsy laundry stuff, so it would be beneficial. Probably cheaper too.
Yeah.
So I was just there is training videos on the VIP program. So if I were to go and search and stuff, I can find. Awesome.
Totally. Yeah. Go check it out. And whatever you learn, feel free to share with us. What else did I want to say? Does anybody have any questions before we end the call? Before I just keep yapping and then say bye to you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. When I'm I think that's about it. Let's see what else I want to talk about. I think that is it. Next Tuesday is Allison Dahlke's,
Online Steps to Success.
Online Steps to Success. So if you guys aren't part of that group, that Facebook page, just Online Steps to Success, I would definitely go like that because they have training the second Tuesday of the month. Every second Tuesday of the month. We're going to be in New York, so I don't know if they're going to have it. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. I'm going to be going live when I'm in New York for sure. Yay. But definitely go check Online Steps to Success because I think something that we can do better for our groups is to share all the type of training. There's some people that are part of clubs or they work on Tuesday nights, so they can never come and hang out with us on Tuesday nights. But there's training on Wednesdays, on Thursdays, I'm sure, and lots of it. So we just need to find it and just share it all. I'm all about the more, the better. If you become your own director or your own star director or superstar director, and then you tell people above you to stop connecting with your team, I don't understand that. I really don't understand that, okay? I hear it happening, and I'm blown away. So just know that when you're a leader, when other people are connecting to your team and saying hey, do you guys need any help? What's so bad about that? Be okay with sharing it. You're still getting the credits for it. You're their leader. You don't need to do everything. And women sometimes like to control everything. You know what I mean? So just be open to sharing the learning. And Joyce shared this training on her team page. Why not? Instead of her just taking the call and then taking what she wants and then sharing it with her team. No, it's Joyce is just listening. And then now there's a training for her whole team. It's just easier that way. We should all share each other's training, I think, because then we all help each other out all the time. Plus, we're building relationships. We're seeing faces, and then we're going to be hey, I know you in Kansas. You know what I mean? Like, that's the coolest part. And that's why people stay in the Scentsy business longer, is because of relationship building. You need to connect with your team. You need to connect with consultants. You need to connect with your host. You guys need to be besties. They need to feel like they are a part of your life. Your hosts, your customers need to feel really special. They need to feel like they have a part of your success. Your consultants need to feel the same way. It's all, this whole business is all about connection and relationship building. That's what it is. And that's why, yeah.
Anick.
Yep.
And Jocelyn.
Yep.
How do you get your directors more involved on your group page?
Good question. You know what? There's some people that just like to do their minimums, and some people that are bringing it to the next level. I don't know if you could have a specific challenge for those directors. Like it's a director challenge only. Or what I've done too is when there's someone, I'll message them and be like, hey, like you're not really on our page, and you're a director, and I would love to see you more on our page, and you're not welcoming our people. I'd like to see you more active on our page. And then when I see them on our page, I'm like, I'll always comment, yay, or I'll like every time they like or comment, or, you know, this is something I've done too. I went on Google and I did a Google form, and I asked people who is always helping people. And then they noted people. Who is always positive? And then they note people. So now then on recognition night, I read this Excel sheet. And then everyone's like, oh shit, nobody said my name. Yeah, because you did nothing. That's why nobody said your name. So I find that's the way I've been able to get my whole family involved, because I do recognition night the third Tuesday of the month, every third Tuesday of the month. That's why it's never on the Fantastic Family community page, because it's only with our family. And I always recognize the people who are helping other individuals. And it's so cool, because sometimes they say a girl's name that I'm like, oh my God, like, who's this girl? And then I creep her out and I find out she's a rock star that I was just totally under my radar. So Google Forms, check out Google Forms. It's super easy. And then maybe, because we're in January, maybe you can have a form, and I'll try to share this form on our Fantastic Community page. Just the questions, because it's January, maybe you can ask questions, and you could do a recognition for 2016. And recognize people who are doing stuff, instead of us feeling frustrated towards the people who aren't doing anything. So I've done two things with these people. So there's one consultant, I kept pumping her tires. She was a director, didn't do anything for her team. So she didn't do anything. Then I switched it. I said, you know what? I feel really bad for your team, because you're not really doing anything. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing a different kind of response. So some people can get away with talking to people like that. Some people can't.
You can. Most people can't.
So I don't know. So I am interested, guys. Actually, I've talked to Scentsy about a conflict resolution course, because we took it at a boot camp, and it was so interesting to see. Sometimes these directors are actually going through a lot, but they're not sharing with us, and we don't really know what's going on. So we only see the cover. So then we're like, yo, tuck. So it'd be kind of interesting to see, like, taking a management course on how to manage people, how to motivate different people, because we need to learn their different personalities. There's 4 different personality types. What are they? Well, they all deal with different type of motivation. And in most cases, we don't even know what that is. So, you know, maybe we should look into that in this year. And I'm looking at like my colleges in Sudbury to see a course that I could join. So if I do that, I'm all about learning, teaching everything I learned, because 1, it stays in my head. 2, when I teach others, it's karma. And then 3, like you guys are helping everyone. You know what I mean? Like we don't need to be experts to teach. You can start teaching anybody anything at any point. Whatever you want to learn, just start teaching it. So, but yeah, I feel
Can
like.
I bust out a secret?
Yep.
Sorry, I was showing this to Carrie when she came over here when y'all did the Secret Santa thing. After like the tears subsided and everything, I was like showing her all my stuff that I'd been doing with Scentsy. And I just wanted to show you guys one thing that Carrie really liked. And it's just organizing customers' information.
Okay.
I'm just going to turn my camera around. Okay, so I went to the thrift store and I picked up this. It's a photo album.
Oh.
And I just printed out information, just the standard basic contact information of all my customers. So then it's at a quick glance. So I just wanted to show everybody that.
Yeah, that is cool. That's cool because in Scentsy, to do our minimum 500, you need 60 customers that buy from you twice a year of $50. That gives you your 500.
Nice.
Okay? So if I asked you, who are your 60 customers? If I asked you, who are 20 of your customers? You may not know the answer to that. And you know what? We should all know the answer to that.
Well, you can find it in your workstation too, right?
No. You should know them by heart. Their names. You know what I mean? Because, like, did they just buy one time? Did you ever follow up and ask them if they like their warmer?
Most people that order or have ordered from me generally come. I don't think I've ever had just a one time. I think everybody's reordered. So
there's a huge special happening. We got 10 minutes to send a message to someone. You need to go onto your phone and send 10 messages to these 10, customers. That's why it's better to know your customers and have something like it. Everybody works differently. If a workstation totally works with you, that's totally awesome. But I have my peeps. I have cue cards. So I then have all their information. And then when I have the time, I've entered all their information into my phone. And then I put Scentsy customer next to their name. So like Maureen is Maureen Scentsy customer, SC. So then I could search SC in my phone and text them all individually. So I hope you guys had a good call with me today, and I hope you guys are pumped for 2017. I sure am. I'm really excited about this double half off reward month in January. Also, it's $59 or $49 kit month in January. Make sure you guys are pushing that and throwing that everywhere.
Nick?
Yes.
Is it just the half price rewards, not the free rewards, right? Okay, I thought so. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I am pretty certain you for consultants who left us within the year and are coming back can actually buy the kit. This is the first time they've ever allowed that to happen. Before you would come in for free, but now people can actually buy the kit, and it's like very, very discounted. So I'll go on your Facebook and say like, who was a consultant before and isn't? I have some really important information for you.
And that's for this month only?
That's for this month only.
Okay.
And Bring Back My Bars is only for this month too. Only for January. Available in January. So you guys should all host a Bring Back Your Bar party at your house.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. I'll message you later. It's all good.
Okay. So,
Anick,
yes.
I want to thank you very much for inviting us, and I want to ask you a favor.
Okay.
So we have never done a Zoom meeting in my group,
Okay.
but we're planning on doing it. We're planning on getting it together and doing it.
Good.
Would you be a guest on our Zoom meeting one night?
Of course I would.
Thank you. I'll let you know.
Awesome. It's super easy to do. Like, I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay. Like, this is such a horrible desktop. Ignore this. This is what's going on in my brain.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see this Zoom free account thing?
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so when you find the app, you just click on your app, which is this Zoom camcorder. You click on that. So like, it'll look differently. It'll probably be on your desktop, but for me, because it's a Mac, it's here. So I'll click on it. And then what I do is I go meeting and, okay, schedule. And then I'll be like, okay, I want to have a meeting on the 11th at 7 p.m. Should they need a password? Nah, but you could do that. Okay, perfect. And you click schedule. And now I go to meetings. It just opened up my Google here. Then it's here. All you got to click is copy. And literally, let's see. I just want to show you. When you click copy, it copies all the information for you. Literally, you just got to paste it.
Okay.
So, let's
You
see.
paying attention, Sherry?
I am.
My computer is so slow right now.
I think I've got it figured out. But yes, Anick, I think it would be great if you would join us to just get a little bit of energy going in our group.
No problem. Anytime, guys. I'm here to help. I love you guys, and I think it's amazing. And I just love how we're a bunch of women who like each other, who want each other to succeed, who pump each other up. Like, in what other world does that exist? Girls are mean, but not Scentsy girls. Scentsy girls are awesome. So I just love
I
it.
know I got my ass ripped off today.
You did? Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
By a woman?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you had to experience an uncomfortable ass rip.
Sherry wants to come and clean up your desktop.
Oh, good. Feel free. Do you know how to like come into my computer and clean it up? Most of the time what I do, I grab it all, put it in a folder, and then I forget about it, and then I go back and just delete that folder. That's what I do. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being on the call. We had like 32 people most of the night. This is so awesome. This is how I want to keep our meetings up. You guys are always welcome. I'll keep sharing it, and Joyce keeps sharing it to your team. I do meetings on Tuesday, so I don't know when you guys do your meetings.
Well, we haven't picked a date yet.
Oh, okay.
Lynn.
Oh, Lynn.
Well,
Oh, that's funny. Okay, go have fun. Go have an early sleep. I've been up since 7, so I'm a little tired. And tomorrow I'm waking up at 6:30, and I'm gonna hopefully I want to wake up at 5:30. That's my goal.
I'm gonna message you at 5:30, see if you're up yet.
Well, tomorrow it's gonna be 6:30, so message me at 6:30.
I'll message you all at 4 when I get up.
That's what?
I said I'll message everyone when I get up at 4.
Oh, please don't.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.